We them, Colin the boys.
So what do we got here, Robbie?
So we're going to have a couple different sections and talk about a few things and hopefully provide some laughs.
It's our podcast. We can do whatever we want. Right there.
I don't want it. Open the envelope now.
You're breaking the I will say this. If you don't laugh watching, we're going to laugh doing it.
Jesus Christ. That's just... We're going straight to it.
And then we are Dem Calendar Boys.
Dem Calendar Boys.
All right, y'all, we are back. We are Dem Calendar Boys, ready to roll for our April episode. We are the April Fools, bringing you the April episode of Dem Calendar Boys. We're looking straight to you live from our house and our humble abode, which is our hidden spot. No one will ever find us. You just got to check the map to find us where we're at. But we are bringing you our April episode. Hopefully, this is our best sounding episode. We've been playing around with some microphones and some different things. And hopefully, we can give you guys our best episode yet. And we look forward to it. As always, I am one of the Dem Calendar Boys. Alex, on my left.
I'm Kevin, and we all do not live in the same house. Just wanted to make sure that we're clear on that.
That's true. It's my house. They're here.
And I'm Robbie, not Bobby, Robbie. Make sure you get that.
What it do?
Did someone confuse you on that?
It happens all the time, and it honestly is just my biggest pet peeve ever.
Wow. I mean, I don't think I would ever call you Bobby, but I didn't know it happened.
I played varsity baseball for 3 years. My coach called me Bobby for 3 years straight. I started too. Like
Robbie Boucher.
Sure. Shout out to that coach.
Yeah, and his wigwam socks.
and his wigwam.
I know.
Shout
who
out.
it is. I know who it is. All right.
We might see him at the crab stables tomorrow.
You never know.
So as it is our April episode, we have some things to clear up from last episode. In our March episode, we had some things that we had to get fact checked on. So listeners at home, I can't stress this enough. If you guys hear something that we say that's untrue, we're talking off the top of our head. We do some research, but then also we get some things wrong. We had a listener call in or text in that Yukon potatoes, for instance, are not from America. They are actually from Canada. I didn't know that. I said Idaho, I think, on the last episode. That was on me. That I got that wrong. So that was a fact check from the last episode from one of our listeners. If anybody else has any listener fact checks from this episode, just let us know. Also, I wanted to go back to what we talked about last episode. We were talking about March Madness a little bit. UConn ended up winning the championship. How about that? Against all odds, against Miami, against FAU. I think you went FAU and Miami. That was unfortunate for you. But we went UConn, Kevin and I, and ended up winning some money. That was nice.
Absolutely. UConn University, not in Canada.
No, not in Canada. That's a good one.
Yes.
That's an important piece.
Absolutely.
An important piece.
Yeah.
As for our April episode, I think we're going to start off with Robbie. You got something prepared for us for April?
I do, yeah.
We'll get right into it. Let's rock it. I love it.
Funny
Got
enough,
any other facts?
No, absolutely not.
I have a fact actually.
I
And
actually have
it's
a few.
UConn related.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm all in.
let's do it.
Go ahead.
I found out during Easter, which is in the month of April, that depending on the type of potato that you use in your potato salad, it changes the color. Yukon Gold potatoes changes it to be like a more golden complexion, whereas like a Red Bliss is actually more like a white potato, and makes your potato salad come out a little more white. So, shout out Aunt Wendy for teaching me that over Easter.
That's a fantastic fact, Aunt Wendy. So
Yeah.
that's an awesome one. I'd also like to fact check myself. Nabisco cheese nips are still discontinued. They have not made a comeback in a month. They won't make a comeback.
That fact was confirmed.
Confirmed from our source inside Nabisco that they will never be bringing back.
So, kicking us off here, I'm going to kick us off the same way that the month of April kicks off, with April Fool's Day, right? So, what makes a good April Fool's joke, right? I feel like it has to be like a shock and awe, right, kind of thing. You're mark or whoever it is that you're trying to fool. Typically, you want it to be nice and short. You don't want it to be drawn out. The whole thing is like little kids. Is you say something a little outlandish, you get that kind of question like, "Wait, what? Really?" And then, nope, April Fools, right? And that's the point, right? It's to make your target look foolish, right? To make them the April Fool, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm following what you're talking about. I got it.
Yeah, so along those lines, I have 3 nominations for the biggest April Fools of this month, and I kind of want to hear your guys' take on it. So,
Let's do it.
first one is the NCAA refs for some egregious calls during the Final Four. Which, if they were to, I don't know, maybe not do that, then the tables would have turned, and I would have been the one looking like a a genius with my NCAA picks. So.
Well, I mean, UConn dominated regardless.
I mean,
So let's not get carried away. But your point is valid. Your point is valid.
I mean, unfortunately, refs will always play a role in the game. It just was under a microscope in the Final Four and the whole tournament, honestly, on both boys and girls sides. So
Yeah, true.
it's just always part of it. It just stinks that in the spotlight of it all, those refs decided to be bigger than the game.
Yeah, the crazy one was the LSU coach, I think in the women's final,
Yeah, the women's. Yep.
where she like legitimately like bumped into the referee, and like the referee just moved her to the side and was like, "All right, hold on, I gotta run." Like she was livid. She was like not in his face, but like going after him, just nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think we talk as coaches in a lot of ways about keeping your composure to our athletes, right? Like, and athletes are at the pinnacle of their, especially college, right? Their collegiate careers when they're in the championship, and those referees have to also keep their composure. You know what I mean? Like they can't lose their mind and start making calls up or thinking or predicting calls as the moment gets bigger. And I think, I don't know if it's training. I mean, listen, I'm going to say this first and foremost. Who's signing up to be a ref nowadays, right? It's impossible to work your way up the ranks to be a ref because people are brutal towards those people. But I will say, if you are a highly trained ref and you have the privilege to do a championship game or an NCAA tournament, right, men's or women's, you got to keep your composure in those moments, and that means making the tough calls and making the calls that need to happen. Essentially, right, like what you're saying, like if a men's coach bumped into a referee, I mean, maybe this happens. I don't know. I would imagine that's going to be some sort of technical, and I would imagine that would be called if a men's player was doing, and maybe this alludes to another fool. I don't want to predict here, but if a men's player is doing this nonstop, following you around, I mean, what are you gonna do, Kev? If I'm doing this to you, like honestly, if not on TV, I'm doing this around the house here, just doing this to you. What are you gonna do? I mean, let's be honest.
I wouldn't know what I would do, and I mean, in the moment, I mean, I'm sure we're going to talk about it, but Caitlin Clark absolutely handled it professionally. Came out post game saying, "Oh yeah, she's absolutely. I'm a competitor. I get it. I understand it. It didn't bother me. I lost the game. All credit to LSU." But on a personal level, like everyone's like, "Oh, she did the same thing." Well, she did it to another competitor quickly. 1, 2, maybe even 3 swipes of her face. That's it.
Is that it? Is the amount of swipes?
Yeah,
Is
but
the
again,
thing
that was 3. The girl, Angel Reese, since we're talking about it.
Well, actually, real quick, just to interject. So she actually is the nomination for the second April Fool.
Okay.
But I like to spin it in the
I figured
sense
we
that
figured.
Okay.
I figured we
I felt
predicted
that
that.
it was going this way.
I think we can all agree that it wasn't about anything that she did. Like we love to see it.
Absolutely.
As,
I will be
as 3
Yeah.
former Division I athletes. We have been there. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely. I will be the first one to tell you I will talk all the trash on the court and or field. Never the court, definitely the field.
Yeah.
I
respect you guys for letting that comment slide.
Yeah.
I did not play D1.
Yeah, our face told it. We didn't need to actually say it.
We're true friends. You guys really
we want
backed me
someone.
up
We
there.
want someone to call in and fact check it for next time.
We're all
Fact
also
check May.
But-
all of us are also all over 6 feet tall. So
fact check. Anyway, I felt nothing wrong with her, Angel Reese, competing and going after Caitlin Clark. Like, if you're beating me, fine. But to chase her down in her face for the last 45 seconds and then do this and do that and that all during the game, I just felt that was a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, you see, for me, like, I don't even care that she did all that. It was like the stuff afterwards, right? Like, I get it. Like, you're in the middle of the game. Like, there's been points where, in the midst of competition, like, I've kind of lost it and maybe like blacked out a little bit. And I was like, damn, I did that or whatever. That's fine. But like when you step away from it, you go through media interviews, you go home the next day, you get prepped for, going on ESPN and stuff like that. To continue on and just to like berate the subject almost was just like, what are you doing? Like I'd see like maybe if you were like Conor McGregor and like this is like your persona and stuff like that, and you're like talking about the things that you did in the ring and whatever, because he kind of plays to it. Like you play basketball, so it's like, are you trying to
Well,
become this? Like, is this like
it-
is this like an act almost at this
Right.
point?
Is she going to now be the villain, for
Right.
lack of a better word, moving forward? My other thing is giving credit to athletes of all levels to be interviewed after a loss, 5 minutes after the loss. It's tough. It's tough. You have to, like you said, hold your composure, figure it out, not say the wrong thing, and not say, "Dang, I can't believe we lost. That team stinks." Whatever, whatever, whatever. I agree with you. I didn't approve of what she was getting after with a week afterwards, 2 weeks afterwards, and now it's kind of dulled down because it's lost its spark. But no, I agree. She's a April Fool in my mind.
So I'm just gonna offer a devil's advocate point of view here, right? Like, if we're sitting here saying uh, Angel Reese is the fool, I'm gonna offer another side of this, right? Maybe we, as the sports fans, are the fools, right? Because this is how I view it, right? Every good sports story has a villain. Every good superhero story has a villain, right? And they have a hero, right? And sometimes the villain wins. Sometimes the villain is, and that's what Angel Reese is actually offering us, and I love it. If you ask me, I love it. She's like, I am unapologetically me, and I'm gonna do what I feel is right. To your point about the referees, it's the referees' fault, in my opinion, that they didn't tear up for doing this for 5 minutes. I mean, like, honestly,
The
like,
game was
if
over.
you're gonna let me do that, I'm gonna do that. I just like, because from all accounts, this is what I've heard, is that Caitlin Clark is a trash talker. Like, she maybe not publicly, maybe not like, but on the field and on the court, she is absolutely she is absolutely talking trash. She's absolutely talking trash, right? You understand? So, all right. So maybe, and here's the other thing. I've watched the Jordan documentary, right? The Jordan documentary of he would fabricate lies about what that person said to him or about him, right? To motivate him. Maybe that's what Angel Reese is doing here, and Caitlin Clark's feeding right into it. And here's my thing: let a good rivalry happen. They're both coming back next year. I'm going to tune in on that game when that happens, right? Maybe we're the fools by thinking this is too big of a deal. Maybe we're the fools for thinking there's a right and a wrong here. Maybe they're both right, and we eating it up.
So, in hindsight, like you just said, Alex, the refs could have easily jumped in and said, "Okay, this is taunting. We've thrown technical fouls for way less. You should have done it." Also, Iowa's three best players were in foul trouble in the first half. Angel Reese didn't even play in the second quarter because she had two fouls or three fouls, whatever she had. And her team was winning and winning and winning and winning. Didn't have to get off the bench because her team just kept doing well. So to take all of this credit, like I am who I am, like with all due respect, like your stat line.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shift to our third April Fool, which this one's just more so a funny one for me. It's Patrick Cantlay.
Patrick Cantlay, yeah.
Yeah, Patrick Cantlay, as in like he can't lay his club to the ball fast enough, man. This guy takes 14 minutes. I'm exaggerating that obviously, but I swear I don't know what the numbers are, but his approach And if you haven't seen it, go ahead and just Google it if you haven't seen it on social media yet. But this man's approach, it's nuts. And I think like as a golfer, we can all relate to that one friend that just has the craziest pre-shot routine.
Yeah,
It's
you.
just me.
You do have a pretty bad one. You do. Okay, now we're back up. Sorry.
I'm just gonna ignore that comment then and just see it was just you guys testing your mics because I don't.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
think- yeah, okay.
I mean,
to
I
be
watched
fair,
it.
That's fair.
I watched the Cantlay thing. Again, I don't know. I mean, I feel like every sport needs the villain, right? Like it just needs to. And right now, it was the live guys. I mean, I don't know how we got off the live guys. And I thought the live thing was amazing for PGA. It was the most watched Masters that has ever been watched, the most watched Sunday that has ever been watched, and it was the most followed tournament of probably all time and the biggest purse available because of the live stuff. And then Cantlay steals the show on Sunday because the two leaders are waiting for him to play because he's the group in front of them. And the funniest thing to me, and this is why again maybe I'm the fool, in both of these situations. The funniest thing is that clearly got in Brooks Koepka's head because he choked. I mean, he was a disaster on the way home, and Rahm really ended up running away with it after going into the final Sunday 2 strokes down. He ended up winning by 4.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that too, because like Brooks is supposed to be the villain in the story because he's he's the live guy.
He should have been the fool.
Yeah, and he still was the
Still
fool
is the
at the
fool.
end, but no, it's funny 'cause you kind of like feel for him, and you're like, wow, I think like Patrick is kind of screwing Brooksy over here. So
Yeah, maybe it worked. Maybe Cantlay's the hero, but that's my opinion. I don't know. What do you think about taking long when you're
I
golfing?
mean, just playing slow. I mean, doesn't make him a villain, but I don't know. I
It's
guess
the
I
same
really
thing.
don't.
Let me just bring this up to you because then you can come off of it. You can talk off of this, right? Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? When he takes his free throws and everybody's counting. That's what they're doing to Cantlay now. They're like counting like the second, not out loud, but like they're counting the seconds before he hits. What do you feel? How do you feel about that with sports athletes?
I guess I don't care. I mean, professional athletes, game on the line, take as much time as you want.
okay,
To a
wait.
certain point,
Along
don't
those,
make it extreme. But if half of America could hit the ball straight like Patrick Cantlay can, I don't think anyone would care.
along.
If we're on a golf course and I can hit the ball 7 under, let's just say in one round, do you care how slow I am?
I'm playing with you, yes.
All right. I mean,
Along those lines, though, how do you feel about the baseball changes, the rules to make the game faster?
I like it. I just don't like that you can get struck out by time, and I don't know. It's something needs to change in that sense. But
It's
I kinda
definitely
like it.
different. It's
But
definitely
also,
different.
I agree with the
I
difference.
mean, I think over time, I think I'm going to adjust to it. I think right now it's like weird. Like I sit down. Normally, I used to sit. It's weird. I mean, maybe this is the problem with baseball. That's why they changed it. But I used to like sit down in the third inning, take a nap, wake up in the eighth inning, and watch the last 2 innings. It
Well,
was the
yeah.
best nap ever, though. Right now, I sit down in the third inning, take a nap. It's over. I mean, it's well over by the time I wake up.
Yeah, well, it's funny because sports just have gone in that direction. Like, I don't know if you know this, but there's a shot clock now in lacrosse, right? There wasn't it didn't used to be a shot clock in basketball, but they put it in, right? And then they lowered the shot clock from 30 seconds to 25, and then on rebound it's now 10 seconds. So I think that's just the way it's going. I'm interested to see if it'll ever affect soccer, because I mean it's kind of tough to think that you can't. But like, how do you increase scoring in soccer, which is everyone's dig, even though it's just them not understanding the sport necessarily. But
No,
math,
I mean, you don't have to. You can be real here. I mean, we're understanding in the soccer realm. The problem with what the best part about American sports is it's just America, right? Like the problem with soccer is it's a worldwide game. So, I mean, think about how many Americans had to give up their traditions for this baseball thing to be changed. Now you're not even just talking about America, like the United States of America. You're talking about the Americas and Europe and Africa and Asia. I like there's so many traditionalists out there. It's just gotta like eventually maybe, but I don't know.
I love that the most American part about the baseball rule changes was that they were like, "Yo, we're gonna extend beer sales until the eighth inning now because these games are going too quick. Like these rule changes are cool for the game, but they're
Gotta
not
sell
gonna
more
affect.
beer.
Yeah, they're not going to affect our bottom line.
Got to
'cause
sell our
that's-
$13 beers.
Yeah, because capitalism, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But-
Awesome. You got any more fools for us?
No, I don't. But I
Those
could get
are
over
all-
to Kevin.
Those are all good. I like those though. I mean, great topics. You can talk all day about all of them. But yeah, I mean, great. I love it. Also, not to keep talking about it, make sure your mic goes a little closer to your mouth because it ain't lighting up when it gets there.
I got you.
There it is. Perfect. Again, y'all, we're still learning how to do this whole thing.
Mike Police.
So I just want to. I've been very quiet the last 2 episodes because I am
He's-
getting the mic wrong. So all of my fan is
fan.
is not is not hearing my voice at home.
As you
So,
can hear tonight, he's doing much better.
I'm
He's
trying.
doing much better.
I'm trying my hardest. So to just piggyback off the fools, as you guys know, and our fan that is watching, we like to laugh. We like to have a good time. So last month, I did a bracket. This month, I'm going to do a draft. And we're going to draft our personal favorite commercials. Now, in a definition of a favorite, it could make you laugh, it could make you cry, it can make you think. It's up to you. It's all subjective. And we're just going to figure it all out from here.
So would you say this is an April Fool's or Fave commercial segment?
April Fool's or Fave commercial section. I like it.
Oh,
TM.
a draft and
Right.
a draft
And draft.
and team. Oh my gosh, this is all my
Wow.
favorite things.
Yeah.
These are a
Nicely
few of
done.
my favorite
Nicely
things.
done. So, that being said, I'm thinking of a number
7.
between 3 and 4, Robbie, and I'm holding it up now. What is it?
4.
Perfect. Alex gets first pick.
He cheated.
Robbie gets second pick, and I will take third. And it is not a snake draft. All right. So Alex gets 1 and 4. Robbie gets 2 and 5. Kevin gets 3 and 6.
Heard.
All right.
Sounds
and then
good.
I couldn't do the math as quick as my head, but here we go. So with the first overall pick in our favorite commercial, and then obviously, sorry to interrupt. I know you're about to say it. Just a quick little explanation of why you like it. If it makes you,
Absolutely.
whatever. So you're all. it's
Are
all
we
yours.
two? How many are we choosing? 3 each.
Let's start with 3. If we feel like we're going a little fast.
All right,
do
because I got
4.
a lot. I got a lot.
I see
on
your
the top
list.
of my head.
I see your list.
I've written them down in pre-production.
I mean, I wrote
Alright.
down originally 2, and I just added 1. So let's make it work.
Go for it. What's
Alright.
the pick, Alan?
I'm gonna go. This just because this commercial was on the other day, right? And it's a Geico commercial, and it's we love our new house. I maybe this is just because we all 3 of us bought our houses recently, and it's like I love our new house, but we have ants. You seen this one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know,
All of those
and he's
ones,
like,
yeah.
they're in there, expired, and she's like, "Bought a house. Hope you can keep it clean."
Yeah. And she's rubbing the dust off her fingers.
And then
Yep.
literally, like you said, I think you actually used this name the other day, but like the lasting image, and this makes me giggle every time. Like the doorbell's ringing, and there's a knock, 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 like right, and it's like, Aunt Joni's here. Every time, bro. Every time, Aunt Joni. What a great name for an aunt.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like just all of those commercials too, man. Like the clogging one was
No,
so
listen,
funny.
hey, stop talking about them because some of those could be in my mix. So
That's
don't
fair,
don't
that's fair.
steal them.
That's
fair.
that's a great get at first
The
overall.
clogging one, oh yeah,
Yeah.
pipes are clogged.
Yeah.
Yeah, got clogging underneath. That's a great one. It is now off my list. Thanks, Robbie. I appreciate it. That was a
Aunt
funny one.
Joni's here.
Aunt Joni's here.
All right, Rob,
so
what you got,
that's a
dude?
great start.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Robbie.
So I'm gonna go with a nostalgic pick just because it's a quotable one, and I think like for us, as since we quote movie lines all the time, it's just about us. And it's the like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and they say, with the girl from 9E and whatever, and like a turkey sub, and then the guy goes, "Let me get a hot tub."
I totally forgot about
Yeah,
that
and
one,
then
but I
just,
know
and then just bam, a hot tub just appears in the middle of the
And the
of the
girl
room.
from can
And
I
the-
get a girl from 4E?
Yeah.
Can I get
But, the one guy has for a sandwich. That's Loki is a really funny part of the commercial. You know?
'Cause he didn't know what his powers could do. That's the best part. Go on.
I like it. I like it. I didn't even have that on my list. That's a good one.
That's
Can I get a hot tub?
Yeah, because it reminds me of RJ. Because RJ says that
Oh,
all
yes,
the time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Shout out.
Absolutely. All right, so I have 3 on my list,
Mhm.
and I know one's gonna go, but it's not my first pick.
Okay.
My first pick is the Liberty Mutual commercial.
That's a good one.
I'll laugh every single time, where it's the guy who's trying to say Liberty Mutual, and he keeps saying Liberty Bibberty or Liberty Boochma. Do you want me to come out of the water? And he just can't say it right. He's an aspiring actor. That's what it was.
And you hear like
And
the director off.
Yes. Do you want me to riff right now? No. Okay. It makes me laugh every single time, harder and harder every time. Liberty Bibberty. That's my pick.
Nice.
Absolutely.
That's,
like
that's
it.
a good one. That's a good
Absolutely.
one, yeah. All right, Alex.
The Liberty Bibberty. I forgot about that one. That was a good one. That's a good one.
It's so good.
Liberty Bibberty. And then they just dub over him.
Yeah. Yeah. Liberty Boochma. Oh, I'm sorry. I get it right next time.
All right, I'm gonna go 4th overall pick here. I'm actually gonna skip down my list because I'm looking at it right now, and if I don't get this commercial, I'm gonna be bummed. I'm gonna be bummed if I don't get this commercial. I'll be honest with you. And this is a Kmart commercial.
Yes, this is the one. I knew you were going to take it.
Uh-huh.
I knew it.
The Kmart commercial, and they just introduced. If you're listening at home, I need you to go onto YouTube and Google Kmart. I just shipped my pants. That's the name of the commercial. You need to look at
Robbie,
it.
you know this one?
I've actually never
Oh
seen
my
this
god!
commercial.
I
It's
can't
an
wait.
older
It's a-
one, like
it's a good
maybe
one.
10 years old. They just introduced how they could like ship. I can't emphasize that enough. Ship pants to your house, and they go everything, not just pants.
They ship
They can ship
everything.
everything.
They
So
have
they
the
go on
abilities
to the commercial. This is a legit commercial. They're like, "Oh my god, you can ship my pants? I just shipped my pants."
And then there's a grandpa laying in a bed, and he goes, "I just shipped my drawers."
Yep.
It's
No,
just-
he said, "I shipped my
I
bed."
shipped my bed.
And you
I
could,
just
yeah,
shipped my drawers.
yeah, I could ship my drawers. Like, yes,
Oh, it's
I
hilarious.
just shipped my nightie. It's hilarious.
you.
I'm
Hey, Dad,
telling
I
you.
can ship my pants. You can ship your pants. I'm gonna ship my pants, Dad. I can't wait to ship my pants.
And when you're saying it, like in my brain,
Yes.
I'm hearing
I know.
not
Yes.
ship,
Yes.
ship.
Please let us know that. Please tell us. But
Please watch this commercial.
You
It's
have
a
to.
giggle every time.
and
Every
it's
time,
ship with a P.
ship. I just shipped my pants.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I promise.
With my second pick, I'm going the Geico commercial with the Kembe Mutombo, where he just
Mhm.
he just starts swatting
Mhm.
everything, and then he does like the famous like no.
Mhm.
My favorite part of that, I got 2 parts. One is when he hits like the cereal box, and the
Yes.
cereal just goes flying everywhere. And then you think the commercial's over, and then because the Geico logo comes on the screen, and then he slaps
He
the
slaps
G out of the
Geico.
air.
He slaps Geico. Yeah, he's in it. He's in it.
And what's so great about it is that he can't run.
Right.
He's so old, so he
No.
just and he's so big and he doesn't know what to do.
He just
That's the best.
Like I'll never get the image out of my mind of him just turning around, slapping the G, and running.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. With my second pick, I had Kmart in there. It's no longer available. But my next one is Peyton Manning and the MasterCard commercial, where he's going around swiping his card, walking around town, and he's getting booed from fellow away teams. And he goes and he says, "They're not saying boo, they're saying movers," because he's got a team of movers moving out of his house, and he's like, "They're rooting for you. They're rooting for you, movers." Again, I might not have remembered the commercial as much as I did, but that one,
Quote that a lot.
that one, you have to. It's a classic one.
Maybe because we've moved a lot recently.
And when we talked about commercials, exactly, I was like, I think that might be an SNL skit. Let me just make sure. But it's an actual commercial.
It's a commercial.
So it's it. So that was 6. Alex, you're 7.
Wait, listen, you guys are letting me get the 3 best commercials on the board, and I appreciate you guys for this. But I'm gonna need a little bit of context. I don't even know what it advertises.
All right.
I think no, I know what it is. I know what it
Can't
is.
be your favorite commercial.
No, I know what it is. I just came to me. It's Orbit Gum.
Oh, Orbit Gum. Okay. Yep.
I know exactly which one you're about to say.
You let me
Yeah.
get it. You guys let
Yeah.
me get it.
But
It's a good one.
It's a good one. But
Right?
it's
Go
not
ahead.
worth the first 2
Please
picks.
talk about it because I can't hold it in.
So it's the Lint liquor commercial, and it's like rotten mouth. Like try Orbit gum,
Yeah,
right?
clean it up.
Yeah, clean it up with Orbit gum.
Yeah. Who you calling a cootie queen, you lint liquor?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was cheating with his girlfriend or
Mhm.
something like that,
Mhm.
right? Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, you Lint liquor! Like just without cursing, they did an excellent job of insulting each other. It
Yes.
was amazing.
I agree with all of those.
I love my top 3. I hope we go to 4.
Yeah, I say we keep going. All right, I'm gonna go a little contrarian on this one. So this commercial,
Great word.
yeah, thank you. Mostly just
One of our viewers is gonna love that word.
this commercial, like it's kind of funny in the sense that you're just like, why? Like, first off, why is this a commercial? And this would never happen. It's the fake Chris Paul commercial where it's not Chris Paul, but the kid looks exactly like Chris Paul. They're playing basketball. The ball goes out of bounds and he touches it last, but the ref calls it the other way. He comes back to the huddle and he goes, and the coach is drawing up a plan to like win the state championship game, and the kid goes, "Coach, I touched the ball.
Oh my God! Yes.
I touched the ball, Coach. It's their
It's
ball.
not Chris Paul.
It's
No.
not Chris Paul, but the kid looks just like Chris Paul.
Okay.
That's why I call it the fake.
All
Because
right.
it's not even selling anything. At the
No,
end of the commercial, right? Because the coach goes, "All right, yeah, Chris, like tell the coach or tell the ref that tell the ref what happened, and then we'll play defense, whatever." And then at the end of the commercial, it goes, "Sportsmanship, pass it on," or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what?
Yeah, but the coach also goes, "Chris, you did the right thing," or
Yeah.
something along those lines. Have you ever seen this commercial?
No, I've seen it. I want to punch Robbie
Yeah,
because I
that's-
want to punch that child. No, I don't.
Whoa!
I don't want to punch a child. I
Well,
We
wanna punch a
don't
child.
condone.
But if
Yeah.
I was his teammate, I would beat him up.
Yeah, but at
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
time, he did the right thing.
But
You
that's
always-
sports.
Yeah.
He's an April Fool.
whatever you say, dude. He didn't do the
It's-
right
no,
thing.
it's sports, man. It's
I
sports.
guess.
Refs make bad calls. You take them.
That's
Take
what I'm
them.
saying.
You
Yeah.
know that. You
I actually
know
bought
that.
online.
It was just such a weird commercial, but
No, it's
That's
weird.
fair.
Stuck in my
It's
mind.
definitely
I'll
weird.
always
That's
remember. Fair.
again, yet again. We've done 2 drafts. You've had some questionable draft picks. Yet again.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fine.
Put away your spring clothes. All right. So again, I ran out of picks, so now I'm just thinking off the top of my head.
I got some.
No,
good
I don't
ones.
want your. I don't want
got
your,
some.
I
Good
don't want your
ones,
pity
man. I
picks.
got some
So
good
I'm
ones.
actually gonna go with a classic,
You
a
do that.
Christmas classic, a Coke commercial. It hits home. It feels good when the polar bears and the snowmen and the penguin all cheers together with their Coke. It is a great commercial. It
Solid.
hits me in all the feels.
Solid pick.
It's just it's Christmas time when you see that. And then when
Sometimes you need to take an offensive lineman in the draft. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's a solid pick.
It's not a
That's just-
sexy pick, but
no.
it's a
no, it's not a
solid pick.
sexy pick. It's
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
not. It's trading back from the 10 to the Texans
Fundamentals.
for the 12. I mean, it's just what's going to happen. It's a great pick, and I'm proud of it.
That's good.
I
Merry
agree.
Christmas. Christmas in July. True holiday. It's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in July.
Alex, you got another one?
I got a lot more. If you guys want to keep
listen,
going,
Yeah,
let's
let's
just-
go another round because
All right, we'll
I
do
have
one
another
more.
one. I
Let's
do
do
have
one
a few.
more because I was anticipating you guys taking more of mine, but you guys clearly don't.
No,
have
we
the same
keep letting
taste
you
as
take
mine.
the good ones because that's what we
I
want.
mean, my team is the Miami Dolphins here, where I can't afford all this talent. You know what I mean? Eventually, I'm going to have to sell them off. But I'm going to go with the Betty White Snickers commercial. Have you seen this one?
I definitely have. I just don't remember.
All right, so it's like one of the first Snickers, like "You're not you when you're hungry"
Oh, okay.
commercials,
Yeah.
and they're playing like backyard football. It's like a bunch of dudes just playing football, right?
Yeah.
And like, and he's like, he throws her the football, and like she gets tackled, and he's like, "What's wrong? Like why are you're playing like your sister out here or something like that?" And he's like, "Dude, that's not what your mom was saying." And it's Betty White. That's not what your mom was telling me last night, like that kind of thing. And his girlfriend comes out and is like, "Here, have a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're hungry." And like he eats a Snickers and he goes back to being a guy or whatever. And it's,
Yeah.
That's a
it's
great one.
really
remember that.
funny. And then like someone tackles the gigantic dump out of Betty White, like
Great
in the
fix.
commercial. Yes.
Great fix.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Did she actually die? She
Yeah,
died.
all right,
'Cause I
all right,
never-
R.I.P.,
There were
R.I.P.,
rumors. I
R.I.P.
never actually.
But R.I.P. But also
R.I.P.
memorialized in this
Thank you.
Betty
Yeah,
White Snickers
apparently,
commercial.
thank you for
I
that.
got you. I got
Fourth
you.
round draft pick.
Mine,
Horrible,
love it.
horrible pick.
That's
my-
a good running back.
My 4th round draft pick. So first I want to say the ESPN, like this is ESPN commercials. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
those
genre.
are all
It's a
good
good
ones.
genre. Good
Yeah.
genre.
The one where Stuart Scott is waiting for the elevator, and he hits like
The devil.
The devil.
Yes.
Good one. Good
And he
one.
walks into the elevator and he says, going up, and he says, and it's a Jersey Devil, the mascot for the New Jersey Devils, and he just goes,
I'll
and
take the
he
stairs.
just gets out of the
I'll take
elevator.
the stairs.
So also R.I.P.
Stuart Scott.
Stuart Scott.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so maybe this is a controversial one, but it's the one I know, and I can't believe it let slip to the fourth round. And we weren't doing this because this just came to me. The original Jake from State Farm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to at 3 o'clock in the morning? Jake from State Farm. Oh yeah, what is Jake from State Farm wearing? Khakis.
Well, she sounds hideous.
Well, she sounds hideous.
Well,
Well,
she's
she's a guy, so exactly. Like that is a great one.
Simple.
It's simple. It's funny. It's witty.
Mhm.
And obviously they got a new Jake from State Farm now, but the original, that one was.
He came back in the.
He came back?
Yeah, he came back in one of the commercials where he's like training the new Jake.
Oh,
and,
that's
and
perfect.
The new Jake is like, "Are they always like this?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Yeah. Yeah. I never seen that one. I'll have to watch.
All right, so let's conclude the draft. But do you have any ones that were miscluded?
Yeah. So
Miscluded that our one viewer is not going to like that.
No, she's not gonna, or he or she's not gonna like that.
He or she, yes.
some honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. I love my team, by the way.
My
Yeah.
team's great. I mean, I just stole.
Lynn,
it. I just-
let's just recap each team, right? First, and before we do the honorable mention. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I have the Lint Liquor. I have the Aunt Joni's here. Actually, Aunt Joni here. Then I just shipped my drawers or my pants. Then Lint Liquor. Then Betty White Snickers commercial. That was my 4 picks. So thank you guys for letting me get that. Robbie, what'd you have?
So I had the Dikembe Mutombo Geico commercial where he slaps.
that was number
living-
1 for you.
No, my bad. My
Yeah,
number
go in order.
1 was Like a Good Neighbor, State Farm His Hair. Let me get a hot tub.
Okay. Yes. All right. Great.
Then
one.
the Geico commercial with Dikembe Mutombo. The contrarian pick of the fake Chris Paul team.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep saying Chris
It's
Paul.
not Chris Paul,
It's not
but
Chris
It's
Paul,
nothing to
but-
do with Chris Paul.
Bro, I'm gonna show you the commercial after this.
It might look like him.
He is. It's his son. It has to be.
Fact check him.
Fair enough. He
It's
has
not Chris Paul. But
he has 2 sons. It's not
it-
neither
it's-
of them.
It's not a cousin, maybe. It's Cliff Paul, maybe. I don't know.
There you
Maybe
go.
Cliff
That's
Paul.
another,
That
that's
might-
another shout out.
But there's
State
another
Farm.
one in there that it's Carlton Banks, and he's Chris Paul. That's a good one too.
Mhm.
But I'm sorry.
And then I had the Stuart Scott elevator one too.
classic.
So,
Good one.
But
yes.
yeah, Kev, what about you? What was your
I
team?
had Liberty Bibberty, number 1.
It makes me laugh.
It's
every
the best
time.
one.
Every
Yeah.
time.
Peyton Manning Movers, the classic Christmas Coke,
Mhm.
and number 4 was Jake from State Farm
Yeah.
Khakis.
Solid team. Solid team.
Solid
It's a great
team,
team. I mean, it's not going to finish last in fantasy football. That's for damn
That's true.
sure.
That's true.
Unlike somebody else in this
Mhm.
league.
Yeah.
Mhm.
2 years in a row. I suck.
So my honorable mentions are the classic Campbell's tomato soup one, where like the can of soup falls out of the bag and like it follows them all the way home. It kind of warms my soul.
That's a good one.
It's a nice one. The Hump Day Geico commercial with the camel.
Wow.
Home
Like,
day.
Mike,
Yo,
Mike,
that was a
ask
good
me
one.
Ask me what day it is. Ask
That's
me
a
what day it
great
is.
one.
That's a great honorable mention.
Hump Day.
I mean, I think we could have just had a draft of Geico and Liberty Mutual commercials.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
no.
true.
Yeah.
They're all good.
And then on another contrarian pick, dude, there's this one commercial where it like shock and awe, it just hit for sure. So it's like a car crash commercial, right? And like
Let him
the
finish. Let him
the
finish.
family like
Oh no,
the
there's so
family-
many good ones. I'm sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
the family comes up and it's like, oh my god, like is everything okay, whatever? And the cop goes, is this your car? Like, yeah, like my kids or whatever. And the cop just walks over, rips the little sticker, like the family sticker. He rips one of the little stickers off, and then all you see is "Don't text and drive." I'm like, what the hell did I just see here?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Dude,
I
it was
don't know if I want to see it. I know I've actually seen it. I know what you're talking about.
I got excited about a commercial.
I know.
'Cause
I
you
have
said something.
I have an honorable mention.
Yeah,
now
get
that
in
you
there.
say
Get
it.
in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's I don't even know what it's for.
I don't know either.
But the family's driving and there's a big pothole at night and they run into it and the pothole starts talking. Oh no, your tire's all flat and junk.
Yeah, we've
Like,
been
it is-
quoting that forever. Forever.
It is. It's a good one too. But no,
hilarious.
that's a good one. You have an honorable mention?
Yeah, I got several. I'm gonna go quick. All right, I'll be quick through them. I had on here, and I was gonna go nostalgia, but you guys let me pick my 4 favorite commercials. I was gonna go. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a a Tootsie Pop. It's this like weird
The owl.
drawing of a
Yeah,
kid.
The owl.
He goes to like a hippo and then like a fox and then like a turtle and then the owl.
I only knew the owl.
Yeah, they were like, oh yeah, you go to the fox because it's the slyest, and go to the turtle because he's been around longest, and then they're like, go to the owl, it's the smartest, and he like licks it twice and then eats it like an asshole. that was that one.
I mean, that's a good one.
Yeah, and then I had the
It's not my honorable mention. but
Jordan
it's
versus Bird commercial where
Classic.
they played horse, and off the scoreboard, off to this, off to that, off to that. That was a good one.
classic.
And then there was the genre of "So Easy a Caveman Can Do It." Do you remember that one? For a while there, when I was younger, I was quoting "I'll have the roast duck with the mango salsa," and it was just like a play on that. Cavemen were still around, and,
Yeah.
and like
They
they
even
weren't
made it-
Neanderthals,
right.
and
They
like
even
that
made
they
it-
were an evolved species,
Yeah.
but we were
They
making
made a
fun of
TV
them.
show out of the caveman. Remember
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, it was
yeah.
canceled after like 3 shows.
3 episodes.
Yeah. The
So bad.
the world changed after a little while there, but it was hilarious when they were out. And then I got 2 more or 3 more. There was that classic. This was a classic again when I was growing up. It was the frogs. Remember the frogs? The 3 frogs and
The
Budweiser.
Ribbits. And Miser.
Budweiser. It was
Bud.
Bud,
Yep.
and then it goes Budweiser,
That was-
Budweiser.
And that was when hockey. I remember that for like the Flyers were good.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Uh-huh.
But when the Flyers were good, that was like a playoff commercial.
Mhm.
That's
And
right.
it was another, and there was another Bud commercial when we were growing up. Was the "What's up?"
That took everything.
That was
That
a
took
good
the
one.
world.
That was a good one, man. That like he's like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm watching a game, drinking a Bud. What are you doing? And he's like, watching a game, drinking a Bud. And then some guy picks up the phone. He's like, "What's up?" And then they're all like, "What's up?" It was like the ultimate bro
It's
commercial.
a classic one. I like
Classic.
it. I like
and I was
it.
that was gonna be like my sleeper pick, but I can pick that up in free agency. And then the last one, we were just talking about this, was the NCAA commercial, which was where'd you drive us? He's like, we're in Indianapolis, and the Final Four was in Indianapolis, and he's like, yeah, we're in Indianapolis. That's where you told me to drive to. He's like, Indianapolis is in the Indiana. Like, we're in the wrong spot, dude. Like, you drove us to the wrong place.
Samuel L. Jackson goes, Indianapolis. Indianapolis.
But that's just a knee slapper. But those were good, man. There was all you guys had some good ones too. I'll be honest. There's so many good commercials. People are so creative. I mean, that's their job. And
Yeah, and
selling
again,
us.
if you call in and we didn't say any, tell us about it.
Love it.
Fact
We love to
check
hear
us.
from it.
Fact.
Yeah, none of
Check
us took
us.
any of the Red Bull
Did I say
gives you
fact
wing
check us?
commercials.
Don't do that. Don't fact check us because I'll fail every time.
All right, Alex, bring us home, buddy.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. So I would like to finish our episode here with a couple of things, April related. We actually have Jess and I engaged. I think we mentioned earlier in the maybe the February episode. If you're exclusive enough to see that or hear that, we are engaged, and our wedding shower is on this Sunday. So I would like to I would love to talk about some April showers. And this is just, again, for me, you guys know how I am. Let's just talk it up. Like, let's, whatever comes to our minds, let's just talk about it. So I'm talking April showers. I don't have to talk about my wedding shower. I would prefer not to, because that would get me in some hot water, Sunday. But let's talk about some showers. What type of showers do we have? Like, everything that comes with a shower, right? You have your wedding shower. Maybe you have a baby shower. Maybe you have like another type of shower. Is there other type of showers? I don't even know.
Absolutely.
I mean, where do they even get the term shower? Does anybody know that? Maybe the
No.
fact checkers can let us know that.
That's where my mind went originally. I was like, why is it a shower?
Why is it even called a shower? I don't know.
Wait.
Like, why is it a house warming?
And more, furthermore, and this is what I would love to talk about, is a registry. What is a registry? Why is that a thing?
Well, I guess
Where do you guys want to start?
I would like to start on showers.
Shower. Let's do it.
So, families, the
Mhm.
second baby gets a sprinkle, not a shower. They get a sprinkle.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So any baby after 1 gets a sprinkle.
Because you're supposed to keep the stuff from the first shower.
I guess so.
That
So,
makes
but
sense.
my
And then
thing
you just,
always
like,
is-
add in a sprinkle of like some.
Of new things.
That makes so much sense.
Right.
Wow, your brain just
Right.
connected that.
So
lovely.
if
That
you
was
have
lovely.
like, for example, your second child is a male,
Yeah, don't wish that on me.
do you get do you get another shower, or is it a sprinkle?
Mm.
It makes no sense to me. Like, why do you need to have another shower? Congratulations on having another baby. I wish you all the happiness and health, but why do I need to celebrate again?
Yeah, no, it would be a sprinkle because you're just sprinkling in the boy stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
So, I think bridal showers are great. I think baby showers are great.
How about your second wedding? What is that called?
Not happening.
Sprinkle. You get a sprinkle bridal shower? Is there a groom shower?
Yeah, your bachelor party.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, not gonna lie to you. That's
Yeah, I guess it depends. Like if you, yeah. Well, I think because for the bridal shower, every woman that's invited to the wedding gets invited to the bridal shower.
Hmm.
So if it's your second wedding, technically, like if it's a girl, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, and she's getting married again,
There's another one.
there's another one. Yeah, because
Right.
now the other side of the family gets to shower her.
Is it a sprinkle?
no
I think
sprinkles
it's
are
a
second
full-on
time.
shower. Maybe it's a
Mm.
sprinkle from your side or from
Maybe.
her side of the family.
Right, but also
Maybe an outdoor shower.
That, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like a
just
quick, like, I don't have enough time to jump in the shower. I'm gonna just put
Yeah.
cologne on.
A rinse off.
Yes.
the
yes,
classic
exactly.
high school shower, right?
Yes.
But no, another thing, like what was I just about to say?
I don't know.
I just lost absolutely just lost
It's
it.
okay. Keep it in your brain. It'll be there. I'll just close your ears so it doesn't get
I'm
out.
so sorry. I just lost it. It was a good
Yeah.
one.
But that's
It's
where
all right.
that's
I'll
where
jump
we're at.
I'll jump in with my take on it. So I just want to put it out there that
Put it out there.
I found it.
all
Oh,
women.
you found it.
This is a message to all our female listeners.
Female listener.
When
At least one.
it comes to the registry,
Oh,
right?
Yes.
And you ask us, right, your male partner, hey, what do you want to put on the registry?
Oh boy.
There's just nothing going on up here, right? We don't think about that at all, right? We look at like the websites and we're like, this looks cool. And when I say this looks cool, I'm talking like a $500 Yeti cooler that we're probably not going to use. Which, fun fact, I did put on my registry and we did get, which was awesome. But I just started putting random things on there. I was like, I don't even know if I need this or not. But I was getting yelled at to put more things on the registry, and I was like, sure, here you go.
It's like putting a shredder on it. You know what I mean?
I knew he was gonna make it personal.
Oh, my bad. I didn't realize you asked for a shredder. But also, I didn't know that the registry, all of the gifts are given at the bridal shower.
Yeah, most of them are. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's
and then-
traditional. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then you
I
can
just
get,
thought,
you
like-
can get more presents
Right.
at the
I didn't
wedding.
think that you brought it to the wedding. I didn't think that. I just thought, like,
You know why you thought that? Because of the movie Wedding Crashers, where he's like, "Oh, this is a toaster. I have a gift." You know
I mean,
what I'm
it could
talking
be. But I had no idea.
You know what
Something I learned.
something else that I got that I put on the registry was taco holders. It was like a little cactus and it would hold your taco. Like you put stuff on there, and I was just sitting
That's
there
fair.
like, this is hilarious.
Hard
Sure.
shell or soft shell?
If it does both.
Wow.
Like you can like
Do you have that on yours?
you put like
about? I don't
3
want that.
Yeah, but you want a shredder?
Yes.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that taco holders is more practical than a shredder.
I disagree.
I'm gonna pound.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna pound that.
Unless
That's,
you're,
dude.
um,
Yes,
Unless you're a Ninja Turtle.
dude. When was the last time you shredded anything?
Yesterday.
You shredded
Because
lettuce
why?
for your
Why?
tacos.
Why did you? No. Why did you use it yesterday?
Do you know how many documents that I get to the house? Whether it's bank statements, seriously, bank statements, NG something cards, credit cards. They got all my documents. I want to shred them.
You really gotta like do everything electronically. Much better.
Yeah. Why are you getting paper bills?
I don't know. They have my address. What are you talking about?
You can change to paperless.
You
delivery.
know how small that shredder was, right? Like it's perfect.
Exactly. But it doesn't matter.
All right. Other types of showers.
Listen, let me just say this. Check back in 3 years with them calendar boys, and these two guys are gonna be like, "Oh, I got a shredder the other
If
day.
I
It's so awesome."
if I ever get my wedding registry and I put a shredder on it, I've shredded my relationship. That's not going to happen. It can't happen. A shredder. My
All right.
two hands
Remember,
work
you're
just
just putting
as
this
better.
on the record. We will
Put it on
keep
record.
We'll keep it.
It's documented. All right. Other types of showers.
Listen, can I talk about the registry? Because
Oh,
you guys just absolutely manhandled that conversation. I didn't even get to talk about it. Registry.
Sorry, let's
Yeah,
shred
go
it
for
away.
I'm sorry.
I hear you, Robbie, because we registered with Amazon, which is a disaster for my brain.
Oh wow, there's unlimited.
There's so many things, and like Amazon is like the most impulse order thing that I've ever experienced, where like it's like I just need this. I want to go on there and see if they have it, and then they have 14,000 options, and I just order it. So like that caused a little bit of a rift between me and my fiance, because it was like, well, could we put this on the registry? Well, the deadline is next week. Okay, then let's put it on the registry. Or then this, and then this, and then this. And I felt like, and I don't have any proof of this because she was in charge of it, but I felt like at the end, like right before we had to like put it up there and like, all right, that's our registry. Like we finalized
Make it
it.
official. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the last couple of days, like both of us were like, let's put this on, let's put this on, let's put this on, and then we ended up with like just stuff like maybe we need, you know what I mean? Like maybe we don't need. I don't know, but yeah, you're right. Like I didn't put any thought into it beforehand, but then I was like, wait, we need like a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's the thing, man. The evolution of it, because remember back in the day, no sex before marriage, right? You don't
Not
live
living
with-
together.
You don't live
Yeah,
together,
yeah,
right? So like,
yep.
when
So you need all that.
your
Yeah.
wedding registry,
absolutely.
was like actual things you're gonna need for a house. But you and Jess own a home.
Yeah.
You guys have a bunch
Yeah.
of stuff. Like,
Yep.
Out of wedlock.
yes,
Yes, there goes all our Catholic followers.
they are doing pre-Cana though. So
We did do pre-Cana. Yeah, we're
Yeah, there
getting
you go.
married in the Catholic Church.
Absolutely, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I
we're
mean,
reborn.
well,
Borning?
born again.
Yeah, born again. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think I've discussed this with Alex. Like, what are your thoughts, Robbie, on your registry putting essentially house projects on the registry?
no, okay, so
So, like, if, for example, just to back it up, you want to do a kitchen remodel. Like, obviously, someone can buy your kitchen remodel out 100%. Or if you just said, "Hey, easy payment of 500, whatever," however you wanted to do it, is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Should you do it? Should you not?
yeah, you see, when I was there when you guys originally were talking about it, and I thought it was genius. Because think about it, you can put a honeymoon fund on there.
Yeah.
Right. So why could you not put like home improvement stuff? Because the thing about it too is that you also got to remember that everybody brings. Not only does everyone like the women do the bridal shower gifts, but everybody comes to the wedding and does cash, right? So technically, you can put that towards that,
Correct.
right? Or you can just
Absolutely.
be like, hey, instead of giving me like a juicer,
Mhm.
which like in theory sounds cool, but it's probably going to collect, dust in the back. Just put that $100 towards our home renovation fund.
Absolutely.
And then if you think about it, the people you invite to your wedding, you might entertain at some point in your home. So it'd be cool to be like, yeah, look what we did with all like the
Right.
money that you
Because
guys
exactly like you
donated.
said with the juicer. Well, oh hey, Aunt Joni, we're using your juicer, or whoever. I get all that, but I don't think anything wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with
Yeah, you could be like a trailblazer. This could be the new thing.
Listen. I know I'm a trailblazer. You don't even need to
it.
patronize me
This
here.
is Damian
I'm-
Lillard. right
Listen, I know that. Like this was me. The funny thing is, I had this idea 8 years ago. You know what I mean? When I first
I know.
started thinking about
It-
marrying Jess.
It's a.
And
I
thi-
can't
I- this
oh
has-
my
said that.
God, dude!
This is-
8 years
this
ago.
This has been.
Talk about documenting things.
This has been, dude. I can't afford the ring that I bought if I didn't start saving 8 years ago.
$1 a day.
But that's exactly it.
I
That's
just I
exactly
kind of
it.
want to hear. I kind of want to see her reaction. Be like, wait, you've been thinking about marrying me for 8 years?
8 years.
She knows that.
It took
She
you
knows
8 years.
that. Yeah, she knows that. She
8
knows
years. No, it took him 12 actually. There's a sign right here that we held it up last time.
Then you don't know math if you're looking at the sign.
First day.
Uh-huh.
What's the month after?
Exactly.
April? June 1st, 2009.
Uh-huh.
The yes day.
Did you say what? Wait. Did you say what's the month after April and then said June?
Yeah. That's the way my mind works.
May?
April's the 5th month, right?
No. April's the 4th month.
Are you guys
Exactly.
done?
June 1st. June
This
1st.
is important. I don't remember
2009.
this being on the topic of
Okay,
things.
sorry.
Just roast
Yeah.
Alex on camera.
Absolutely.
Here's
We're
the
just
thing. She
sprinkling
knows.
some
She knows everything.
We were just
she
showering
knows.
some
There's
jokes.
no way.
That's a
There's
good one.
no way we would have gotten here if she doesn't know any of that. My point is, I was thinking about as far as registries go. Let's just be honest. 8 years ago wasn't that. I was like, maybe I was thinking about marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like just marriage in general, and I was trying to understand it.
I mean, to be fair, I was thinking about marriage 8 years ago
And
too.
my
I just
brain
didn't.
goes to like, I can afford. This has always been my philosophy. I can afford plates and I can afford cups. I can
Fair.
afford knives and I can afford forks. I cannot afford a kitchen renovation.
Yeah.
Like, I can't save a bulk amount of money. And so for the people that are coming to my wedding or want to. This is where I'm at, and I want to be very clear about this because a lot of these people are listening or maybe listening. I appreciate them so much, and if they want to donate to us and they want to be part of our lives and be part of this, like new marriage, I would want them to help us out in the most meaningful way possible. I don't want them to come over and be like, "Hey, remember that 14th cutting board that we got you? Because you got cutting boards out the ass, when you got this, and that."
Oh yeah, it's the one that says Wyman on it. No, the other one.
No, yeah,
No,
the other one. Yeah,
The
you know
one
what I'm
with
saying?
the-
Like,
we
so
put the
I just
wedding date on it. Oh, the other one.
absolutely like there's a meaningful person, and I won't name him unless he wants to be named, that came over and helped us with this shed this week, and building this shed, brand new shed. There's no way I could have done that my own. Like he
Right.
could have got me some forks.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like he could have got me some martini glasses or something. I
Right.
know I have those.
You know what?
Thank you, by the way.
Before
But
we
like
do
that was
that,
amazing.
before we do just to piggyback off of that comment,
Go for it.
that man who built the shed, I'm gonna give him a round of applause because I was part of it. I witnessed it.
Heroes are real, y'all.
Heroes are real. Double another one.
So them calendar boards is sponsored by Do you need a cornhole board?
He actually might be mad that you said his name.
I didn't say his real name.
That's
His real name, yeah. This is Instagram handle.
That's right. It's Bobby.
All right, that's April showers. Let's get over it. Unless you guys have something else with April
Nah,
showers.
I'm good with that.
I got a couple things to finish us off, right? So there was something I saw on social media this week. It was how far out, right? We're back to golf. The Masters just completed last week. How far out on the Masters course? Augusta's a beautiful course. It's a beautiful, oasis of golf, but it's so like hills, valleys, peaks, all this stuff. The greens are like so fast and they like roll right off and they're so small in some cases. How far away from the hole for 4 days do you think you would have to start the Masters, right? And win the Masters, right? The winner, what did the winner finish? Like 10 under or something like that?
Yeah,
12 under, let's say.
10 to 12.
So you would have to shoot 12 under, right? To win the Masters. How far away from the hole for 4 days, 72 holes, to win the Masters and finish 12 under?
Same three,
Same
like
par as everybody else, but you start wherever you want on the course. How far away you think?
And
what's the furthest amount away
and
that you
every
could do it?
hole I start at this number.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the furthest away that you
Furthest away
could
you
do
think you could beat it?
100 yards.
That's your sweet spot.
100 yards.
That's your sweet spot.
And again, I probably wouldn't even come close to 12 over.
it? No, that's the point. You have to.
It's-
It's
okay,
for
I
you to
mean,
win.
Well, I know.
Win. You gotta
I
win.
You're not gonna
understand.
come close, and you'd have to move it in.
I'll say 50 yards then.
Yeah.
You
50
think
yards.
You think 50 yards away at every hole, you could get to like 13 under, as an example.
For a par 3, par 4, par 5, I'm starting away. I'm parring the par 3s at 50 yards. And I'm birdieing the par 5s.
And there's what 4 par 5s on the on.
So I'm saying
So
50
two on the
yards.
front.
It's 3 or 4. It's 3 or 4. Yeah.
Let's just round it. Let's just round it and say 4 par 5s.
Mhm.
So that's
18 holes, whatever. Let's just say 6 of everything, for instead of whatever. I'm parring or birdieing.
It's 72 hole. It's
Crisp.
70.
Crisp.
Unique
Birdieing.
New York. It's
50 yards.
It's 72 shots for
Mhm.
18 holes. That's what it is. So it doesn't matter 3s or 4s because you have 72
I know.
shots
All right,
to
yes.
finish par. Now you have to finish 60, right?
Yes.
On one round.
Correct.
Or like what did John Rahm finish? He finished not 60. He was finishing about 68, I want to say, 69 for each round. Yeah, it would have been a 69 for each round.
I'm going to say my score again.
Shout
50
out
yards.
RJ.
Anyone else would like to talk about it? 50 yards.
I don't know. Like I feel like I gotta be a small chip. I think 50 is good. Like if I go back to 75, that's out of my sweet spot. I'm going 100 or a 50. I hear where you're at. I feel like I'm with you on that. You know how hard those greens are. Because even if I chip from 50, that thing might slide off the back, and then I gotta chip back on.
We struggle with piece of crap greens.
If you might listen, I'm gonna go 25.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna go inside of you.
I thought everyone would.
Pause.
I'm going inside of you.
Oh.
Robbie, what do you got? You're the
Um,
best golfer of the three. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I know. You see, the thing for me is like it's the putting because the greens are so. I heard it's like the equivalent to almost putting on ice because you can't like.
Oh, that's the case. 30 yards.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Are
I
you
think I could.
kidding?
I think I could hit the green consistently from like 50 yards. Like you guys are saying, I could probably do it from like 75. Right? If I'm gonna bet on myself. The thing that I don't think that I can do, like you said, is like I don't know if I can get the putts close enough to like tap in. You know, like consistently 2 or 3 putt. You know,
Yeah, the par five is where you make your money.
exactly.
Right, the
Yeah.
par five is where you make your money.
some
But that's
they-
where they make their money too. Like they're typically finishing. I read a stat or something like the winners of the Masters in the last 10 years or so. Like most of them are birdieing the par fives. That's where you make your money.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you
that
really
makes
would
sense.
need to finish a 3 when they finish a 4.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is like, say even if you do 25 yards out, right? What if you hit your chip into a sand bunker?
Skull it.
Disaster.
Right.
It's
and then-
over. You lost
yeah,
the tournament.
Yeah. Or like on that one par five.
You know what? Put me on the green.
Yeah. Or that one par five where there's water right before the green. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
forget
The
it.
First
Forget
par
it.
five.
Forget it.
Yeah. Like, what if you just chip it into the water?
Game over. The tournament's done.
Yeah. So like, I say like, yeah, I'm gonna go with 50. I think I agree with Kevin. I think 50 is a
It's a
good.
tough
Now,
one.
again, I still stick with my answer, but if there's water, for example, am I hitting over the water? Am I hitting to the right of the water? Do I get just a straight fairway to the green?
Yeah, you just get to put the ball wherever you feel is comfortable to you.
At
Okay,
50
cool.
yards.
All right, then
Mhm.
50 yards.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
I
that-
wasn't
think
going
that's a good one.
backwards. I was
think
asking
that's a
about
good
the water and stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
I think we can finish it up. I was going to talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs. By the way, it started today. Go Sixers.
Go Knicks.
Sixers will lose in the second round to the Boston Celtics. Market here.
He's wrong.
Market everywhere.
He's wrong.
Trade Embiid. Trade him. Break the whole team down. Tank again.
The Knicks are winning it all, so it's all
I'm
good.
What you got on that?
not that. I'm putting my mic down after all of that. April Fools. Love y'all. Alex, finish this up.
Yes. Yeah. We'll talk about the NBA playoffs when May comes because they'll still exist. But I just want to put a stake in the claim of I believe in the Sixers. Kev does not. Listen.
Chenard, Knicks are going to lose.
Oh, I thought his mic was down.
My mic was down, but I just remembered. Chenard, Knicks are going to lose.
Chenard's first name is actually Mike, so he picked up Mike.
And we've
Okay.
said his full name.
Oh, that's a good one. And mic down.
Okay. Hey, listen. Thank you guys again for listening. Do you guys have anything else that you would like to add before I close it off?
No, just stay safe, everybody.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys, all of our listeners. We value. We're trying to increase the volume of listeners. We are not copyrighted anymore, so we're public. So you can share with your friends. They can search Dim Calendar Boys on YouTube, and we will try to get to a podcast platform pretty soon. But here, that is the finishing product of our April episode. Again, we are April Fools, bringing you the April episode. As always, we've had a great time, and I'm Alex. Kev dropped his mic, and
I'm Robbie.
thank you guys. We are Dem Calendar Boys.